live! Again, I just did a video like 20 minutes ago. In the middle of the video, I was like, hold on, guys. And I cut the video off. I've deleted it, and I'm starting over. I'm the High Priestess Phoenix. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I posted in my community page. What's going on? Well, I spent like, after I deleted it, I realized I spent like at least 5 minutes talking about Russ. In a good way, I suppose. So that kind of sucked. But I was dealing with some shadow work. What happened? I'm eating chocolate donut holes while I'm talking. Hold on. Sorry, I needed some sugar. I started talking about how something was boiling in me about Diana. And then I remembered what she said last night. And rather than dealing with this whole situation and digging up all this dirt, I just went and dropped it all off at the director's door. They can watch Diana. I'm not dealing with her anymore. Really? Yeah. What did she say? She told me. Now, I told you Diana's a Me Too movement, right? So last night, she told me that she went on a date the other night. And that she reenacted the date that I had. Okay, fine. I hope for her sake she's lying. Because if it's true, and they check the cameras and see that she's leaving this building and leaving her special needs kids here at the building so she can go on dates, I think she's got a big problem happening. I don't care why she did it. I don't care why she thought it was cool to tell me that. She was trying to one-up me, is what this bitch was doing. Alright, thumbs up to you. I did the same thing. I left my teenage children, who were 13 and 14, about to be 15, while I went out on a date. It was not an overnight date, but I could have. I had every intention to make it an overnight date. And they would have been fine. They're of age. I also worked overnight and left them here. They're of age. You left two, according to you, and you had a great night, your date night story. You left two special needs children unattended in a building with no supervision while you went out and had sex. Is there a bit of a difference in what we did? Oh yeah, very much. I couldn't do shit like that before. And for that same reason, that's why that guy had to go home. Because he didn't have overnight care. Morgan had said that, you know what I mean, Project Panties, and what is she doing out there all late at night? I know she's out there, I just don't know if she leaves the building. Well, let them find out. That is not my job. I like to sleep at night. I just happen to wake up in the morning while she's still out there all the time. That's all. So that's it. I'm not going to look at you. I'm not going to deal with you. You're not going to come in and tell me no more stupid stories about, you know, Me Too. You're that fucking girl that's been here the whole time pointing fingers at everybody else so they don't look at you. As I told Callie right now, who is the director of this building, you are the most ain't doing shit bitch that lives here. You don't put your kids in any care. You don't look for a job. You're not looking for a house. You're looking for a date. A pack of cigarettes and a blunt. And whatever else, other weird fucking, you know what I mean, things you have. Chocolate milk for your kids, as they're screaming all the time for it. At ages, what? 4 and 6, 5 and 7? And you keep them in the stroller all day. You do nothing here but antagonize and point fingers and gossip. Am I wrong? I told her like within the first week or two, she needed to get off her fucking ass, quit hanging out with people, quit fucking doing all this shit. So then she just comes around and hangs around me, or hangs around. I asked Jude earlier, I was all, Jude, what do you think? Jude's like, I don't listen to her. Morgan says you're a pathological liar. I say you have a fucking personality disorder. You want to face any of this, or you want to keep making up stories about your childhood? Does any of this matter? Why you have two special needs kids there, and every time I get off the elevator, you're screaming at them like my irate mother screamed at me? You're over here talking about everybody's parenting, and you're not being a parent. I'm sending this to her directly, bro, so she knows that the fucking heat is on and that people are watching her now. That she is being watched. That she needs to act accordingly. And first off, stay away from me. I'm not going to make your life any better. You get off your fucking ass and find a life. Jesus is not coming for you. You don't even believe in him. Alright! That's what happened. What happened? I was sitting out there, bro, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna snap on this bitch. I better bring myself up to the altar. So I came up to the altar, and I started to talk about it. And I realized what the last thing she said to me, and I was like, I got her. I was like, I need to go tell this staff. First off, because if she's a liar, she's a liar, she's a liar, fine. But what if she's not? What if she's not? What if she really is going on fucking dates and leaving these kids here? And that's not my problem. And that's where you get caught up, bitch. So they're going to keep an eye on your night movements. Nighttime, bitch. We're going to see what you're doing in the nighttime, because you sure as hell hide in the day. You be out there all fucking night. I guarantee you said something to get under that guy's skin. I saw how you were talking to that man on the 5th floor yesterday. Alright, sweetheart, I'll talk to you later. He's not your sweetheart. Who is that man? I told you. I got sucked up in some other type bullshit, bro. Every time I get around that bitch. It's a good lesson to the rest of you. And that's what it is you gotta cut people away. You realize right away. Right away, dude. This is, alright. It may not have took me right away because, you know, it was useful for us. It pushed some good shit for me to the surface, but I don't need you pushing me anymore. I am literally gonna push you the fuck away. You wheel your fucking kids somewhere else and go somewhere else with that bullshit. Go tell somebody else your lies and how bad your life is. Really? Oh, yeah. But it goes to show you, I will go full force for somebody. You don't even have to be really, you know what I mean? When I'm in that moment of vengeance, I fight for people real hard. But if I realize that I'm fighting an unjust battle, bro, I'm going to turn the sword right on you. I'm the Queen of Swords. I will stab you right in the back with this motherfucker. I'll take the very sword that you're fighting with me with and cut your fucking throat. I have no allegiance to you, and you have no allegiance to God. It's only God's people that I'm sent to protect. You're not godly. You're a fraud. You're a victim of Connecticut. How bad and tragic are your meth stories and your meth mom? We all have those stories. You choose to be a piece of shit. You choose not to alchemize this and be a better mother for your children. Instead, you choose to reenact whatever fucking sick behaviors and normalize them and bring them into those children's lives. It's a choice. You can't save people, dude. You can give them so much, and that's it. I can give you so much. But then I realize that you're just a bloodsucker, an energy harvester, a whole fucking damned and destroyed. Your kids are damned and destroyed. You could say genetically. They're damned and destroyed. Without proper care, they're damned and destroyed, and you're not giving them that care that they need in childhood. So they're going to be damned and destroyed in their adulthood. And if, for God's sakes, if for some terrible reason they have children, then they're going to pass on these fucking terrible traits of your mothers. As you come out in public and pretend to be a good mother. You've ruined your children already and are doing nothing to fix it. Absolutely nothing. They sit there in the house while you're doing whatever you're doing, right? I've known her for 6 months, as long as I've been here, and I've never seen her do laundry. Ever? No. I'm not sure if she's running around. I'm not sure if she's washing them by her hand, but I can tell you, she's never used her finances to go up and do a load of fucking laundry. I've never seen her leave this building. She's never took those kids to a doctor's appointment. She's never left. She's never said, oh, I gotta go to an appointment. She said she spent nights at people's houses to get away. Took her kids with her. That's all she said. She has no intentions of trying to do anything here. But she has no intentions of going back to where she came from. She's just comfortably rotting in this room, in this building. Fine, whatever. But don't sit here annoying my experience in hell. If I'm locked up in this fucking, you know what I mean? We're all here in hell. You're not gonna sit here running from table to table annoying me. Fucking flea bag. That's really what it was. I got pissed off. I didn't know why I was bothered. She said it to me. I wasn't paying attention to that bitch. I was burning sage and I was watching a video last night and she's all blah 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 blah. Oh, I went on a date with that guy from this Motel 6 that I read his natal chart. And we ended up going over there and da 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 da. I'm like, really? And okay. And that's where it is. Go back and see if the guy ever asked her to get in his truck. Let's start fact-checking the shit that comes out this bitch's mouth. What is she doing at night? Is what I said. I said, well, she told me she's going on dates, so you might want to watch her night behavior. And that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. And all this time, she's talking about all these girls and how they be sex working. Why? Because they're better at it? Because they got a daddy to stay at home with the kids? Because they're not doing what you're doing? Whatever. This is wild. I've met so many of these weird girls. I watched Gabriella get pregnant because I was. I watched her get married because I was going to. Same thing happened with that dude. I've watched people compete with me in the most disgusting of ways. And then I stopped doing it, and then they're just stuck in their situation. You got pregnant and married? No, she made him get her rings, dude. Christian got me rings and she got jealous, and then next thing you know, they're getting rings. And I'm pregnant at the time, and next thing you know, she's pregnant. You guys are pathetic. You are such a fucking biter. Have your own fucking destiny. Such a loser. I mean, seriously. And then I took back Christian, and the guy I was dating fell in love with another woman in church, and in 6 weeks, they're getting married at the same location that me and Christian were considering. It's like, Jesus Christ, you guys are pathetic. You wish you could live my life. Anyways, me too. Get out the way, me too. I can't stand y'all, bro. You dress up like me. You fucking do your hair like me. You fucking talk like me. You guys are just, you so want to be a bitch. I don't even want to be me. You want to be, you do me better than I do me. Let's pull some cards on this shit. Alright, we got over that. What else is next? I got bored here. I was playing solitaire and listening to fucking classical music. I felt like an old person out there. I felt I should be playing chess with somebody or something. Where are we at, Holy Spirit? Oh, okay, that one. This is the one. Oh my God, Becky. This is a card of communication, and those are the arrows of love. Taking action. Action-packed, huh? I'm open to receive. Man, I swear to God, if you come at me with some straight-up bullshit, bro, I'm gonna stab you. Seriously, damn, on the bottom of the deck is... Oh my God, it's getting good. Those are all great cards until you get to this one. Let's put that one. We'll stop there. We'll stop with the heartbreak. Stop it. Stop it. I wish that it had something to do with me taking some action, but it doesn't. I used to love the chase, but now I'm just not. Those are really great cards. Why? Because, look, he's the Lord of Action. Ah, the fire. The Ten of Pentacles is like, you know what I mean? It's as many pentacles as you can have. And the Star is hope. These are all great. Are you guys learning tarot? Taking action is going to bring harmony, and you can start your new manifestations. What am I supposed to do? It's about communication. Am I supposed to reach out? Who am I going to reach out to? Well, it's not you. You blocked me. I'm going to have to send these messages somewhere else. That was a good one. I like that. That was a funny one. The universe and myself think you're being very childish right now, but considering the fact that I be acting childish, we're not really upset. It's kind of annoying though. I was like hoping we were gonna go to fucking, you know, the fucking monster dance together. I thought I was gonna dance with the devil under the pale moonlight. Anyways, way to ruin a bitch's fucking... I mean, last time it took me 3 years to manifest the last one, so maybe I wasn't going to be able to manifest that quickly. I thought I could man a feast. Feast on a man by Halloween. What witch isn't feasting on men on Halloween? Oh, you're eating children, huh? Same thing. I believe I'll have a mouthful of those too. Where is this coming from? Oh, my heart. We cleared out the chakras and it's a little slippery. Oh man. I'm that chick from Fight Club. Which one? I don't care. Whichever crazy one you want. I could be the dude in Fight Club. I'm Tyler Durden. I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm what you want to be. In every way. Oh, man. I'm funny. My true self is so funny. It comes out here and pours itself out, and I just be like, damn, I'm the best. I hope I can be that best everywhere I go. Really? Yeah. So we're going to start with some new manifestations. What are we manifesting? Love, again. With what? Someone that can harness my fire. I'm naked under the fucking stars. And he's got his coins together. We're going to avoid the heartbreak that's at the bottom of the deck. We have a lot of cards to go to before this ends in heartbreak. What's at the top of the deck? Oh, you're stuck in your thoughts, huh? Well, I'm going to stick with fuck the thoughts and take some action. You're crazy in your thoughts. I hate your thoughts. It's okay. I hate my thoughts, too. Don't think so hard, right? Isn't that what you said? Don't think so hard about it. It says Mr. Logically speaking. What do we got? There he is, Mr. Logical, trying to have control. Going back to Russ, it was very poetic. We used to have a good time back in the day where we could feed off of each other, where I would start a message and he would keep it going. Until I was like, don't you fucking talk about shit that I'm talking about. You better go talk about something else. And so he came out with this short. And it was the most beautiful description of what it meant to be the hangman. And I went into that. It's like, you know, you have to know the difference, bro. You need to know why you're running. Are you running out of fear or are you running out of faith? Get it? Running out of faith. Ooh. Surrender. Do you keep fighting just to fight? Or are you fighting for something that you want? Are you fighting because you don't want to lose? Are you fighting for a win? Or are you just fighting because you're a fighter? Give up the fight and you can find true happiness. I just went kind of quiet right there. I'm listening. I mean, it's in surrender. Surrender to what your heart wants, not what your mind keeps telling you. And that's what he said. It's like survival instinct to keep going, but then when you keep going, you're just antagonized, but then you want to run away, and you don't have it in you to run away. Run away. And get married. Viva Las Vegas! I mean, it's a way to go. Commit some sins in Sin City. Really? I mean, sure, why not? realistically, me and Bobby could have ran away and got married in Las Vegas, and then that could have fed my consumption for needing to say that I was married to him. Even though it was annulled, and when we got back to Colorado, I could still walk around with my Nevada Vegas, declaration saying this is my man, and I could have lived in a whole new fairy tale of this is no, but he's my husband, and she could believe he would. I'm just saying, it's all in your head, bro. It's whatever goofy fucking thing you choose to believe. Really? Yeah, that's why I laughed about it. You want to get married? Fine. Let's go get married. Now. Do as I say. No, that's not how this works. Go. Don't worry about it. Interesting. I'm not really worried about getting married. I'm not really worried about love. I'm not really worried about any of that. I'm really just tired of the nonsense. I feel like every time I go outside, it's some more shit. I don't want to go outside. But yeah, I love outside. Do you understand what that means for me? It's probably what it means for you. It's probably a weird Jesus parable that really aligns with how you feel inside. I really just want to go outside. But every time I go out there... some shit. That's what I said. I already dealt with some shit this weekend. It's Monday. Actually, technically, this was Sunday shit that we're still dealing with on a Monday. We're processing all the shit. I'm closing this shit. I'm closing this. Closing chapters. Are you stressed out? I'm not really stressed out. I know that I'll get this job. I know that everything will be okay. It's a higher knowing. And, you know what I mean? As I say this job, I'll say this job. I'm going to get this job and, our bills will be paid. I know I'll get that house at the new year. I know that this company is going to pay my rent for, who knows, 6 months to another year. I know that everything will be fine. I know that I'm going to get crazy tax money next year. I know that I'm just in a weird... I'm like right there before things get better. I know that for sure. Nobody's going to come in and take my tax money that they still owe me for this year, or the money they're going to give me next year. So that's enough to get me going. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to come in and take away, you know what I mean? I still have them supporting me to pay in all my move-in costs plus rent. You know what I mean? The whatever's left over towards further months' rent. I know I have that. I know that I have, plenty of work to do around here in the city of Denver, that I'll have a fucking job. I know that my kids are going to be fed. I know that everything's good, so I don't really have to worry about shit. I know that none of this has happened for me yet. And that can make you worried, because it's not happening now, but I know why now is not the right time. And that's okay. I'm not above anybody else, that I deserve special treatment during this very hard time. And anything, I'm supposed to go through it too and teach them how to have the right mindset during hard times. Really? Yeah. Worrying is you're projecting too much on yourself for the future. You're worried about the future. You're not worried about the past, unless you got a warrant for your arrest or something. I'm not worried about the past. I'm not worried about the future. I deal with what comes in the present, and that's all I can really handle. You know what I mean? Simple things like that, I'm going to do my best to, keep pushing on, and that's the difference, is like, I'm planting seeds, and I'm putting in effort, and I'm fighting. I'm not losing the battle. I just keep, battling till we get to that place. But you could say all this and be like, if you know the future is going to be okay, then why stress? I know this. I know that I personally am not going to do anything to lose my house until I get a next one. So I don't have to worry about bills or anything like that. All right? I know that God knows that I've prayed, that I know that He knows that I need some work soon. And that will meet my family's needs, so I don't have to worry about that. Her birthday isn't until November fucking 27th. I don't have to worry about that right now. You know what I mean? That's it. I have to make sure that I have what she needs on the day that she needs it. And I'm not going to stress God about her needs every day. You know what I mean? I know that I've planted some pretty good seeds. I know that If the energy is ripe, I could literally put on the right face and walk in and shake HR's hand tomorrow and start pushing this interview process, or try to, push myself into a door if I wanted to. I know I can do that. I could have done it today, but God said not today, which is fine because I didn't feel like putting on a face today. And if not, I know that I can go and find work to meet our needs. I'm not worried about that. I know that God's got a miracle, despite what the government is saying. I know God's going to come in and make sure people are fed before it gets too bad. I also know how he works, so it might take a couple extra days. They already said, they made a formal announcement today that they're not going to give SNAP benefits starting November 1st. The question is, how long will they make people suffer? What I didn't realize is they're blaming the Democrats. So now it's a party thing. I don't know who was holding up the party. Party on, Ted. So now it makes them look bad. They're the ones starving their own people. Whatever it is, it is. But in the essence, God's not going to let us go hungry. I never get my food stamps till the 8th anyways. Really? Yeah. So I won't be stressing until after the 8th of the month. Realistically. And I'm used to this because I never have any during that month. Or during that week. I usually have to spend cash on food. So I'm used to this. Nothing has changed for me. Another thing that we do is, like, I know where the food banks are. I've done all of this, I do all this stuff. So I'm resourceful. But he's not looking out for just me. He's got 40 million people that are depending on a government that can't fucking, cooperate with each other. God's taking care of that. But something like that, I'm not worried. I'm not worried because at the same time, I'll have cash, and if I have to spend my cash like everybody else, then that's what it is. And we don't sacrifice food around here. That's what we don't do. We don't go hungry. But I don't believe that we're hitting the famine yet. The famine will hit, but I do not believe it's hitting yet. So that's just it. I'm not worried about that. My kids and I survived Christmas in our car with not one gift and nothing but hopelessness last year. So I'm not worried about having a terrible Christmas this year because I don't believe in any way, shape, or form there could be a sadder Christmas than what happened to me last year. I did my best to have a good spirit about it, but it was ultimately the saddest Christmas of my entire life. I don't anticipate that to happen again this year. And this year, I know for a fact that I'm in a place where they'll have help to provide them with gifts. It will not be the same. So I'm not worried about Christmas. My kids don't really give a shit about Thanksgiving, but I live at a place where they provide 3 meals a day, so I'm pretty sure they'll be pushing some turkey and gravy this way. Just saying. In my helplessness, I have hope. Had I been on my own, no, I'd be really scared right now. And that's where God made me realize is I needed help. And before I was about to run away, he's like, no, you need this. I never had this kind of security. And yet, you guys look at it as no security at all. I have a future. And it's not determined by my past, but my past is holding it up a bit. You know what I mean? I have to mentally and emotionally be prepared for my future. Otherwise, I'm going to end up right back here after I get a new house and I can't mentally function and get a job and fucking pay the bills and manage the whole, everything that it takes to, be an independent, you know what I mean? A single woman again, a single housemaker again, and pay all the bills. I did it, but I had a different broken mindset about it. It's a little bit harder when you're doing it from the spirit. That's all that means. I'm going to stop here. Worries come from the mind, and it can bring on terminal illnesses. You need some God. You need to know that God's going to come in, bro. You gotta have faith. And that's what, Russ's song is coming out with. You gotta have faith, even when you don't feel safe. That's what it was very surprising. I was like, wow, no way did your words align with me finally. You tend to take all my words and just destroy it, but this one sounds like you're kind of aligned. You do. Not in yourself. That's the destructive part, is always trusting in yourself. You get weak because you know that you can't do this anymore. You've got to have faith in God, and that He'll get you through, and that it's not all up to you. Really? Yeah. That's the healthy way to this. So you can keep going, but only with God, and only when God says. I'm hearing this. It's like, I heard, what happened? I gave up. It wasn't working. That's respectable. That's a respectable answer. Whether that be to your marriage, to your job, to school. You don't want to be the person to have those words come out of your mouth, but you're not the first person to have those words come out of their mouth. And it's okay. It's okay if you give up in college. That it's, you know what I mean? This isn't what I want anymore. Yeah, your parents might be upset, but you can't keep doing this just to please them, especially if you're failing and you don't even want to do this anymore. You can't stay in a relationship where you realize I'm not in love. You don't want to hurt that person, but you don't want to do this. You don't want to give in to something you don't want to give into just because you can't let people down. You know what I mean? If you don't want to renew your lease, I don't want to live here anymore. You're telling us this now? We only have 30 days to leave. I know, I should have told you sooner, but we got to make the decision now. I don't want to live here anymore. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? You just got to honor, What you're worried about is that what things look like today, what your future looks like today isn't going to be what you want it to look like, or your future doesn't look like what you want it to be based on where you are today. So it could be something that you're seeing, like, and when I try to think of my home, I see my past home, because that's my memories. I'm trying to picture what it would be like to live in a home again by myself with my kids. And so my mind takes me back to visualizations of what it was like for me. And that isn't a happy picture. So I have to work through that and say, no, that's not what my house is going to be like. We're not going to live like that. That's not what we're going to do. That's not how it's going to feel. That's not how it's going to look. Stuff like that. So your future, you could be worried about your future because of, haunting past memories, nightmares of the past. You can be worried about your future like, damn, I still haven't got a job. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a house. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You can look at it like, your present circumstances doesn't allow you to believe. And that's where it is. It's like, how are you getting married? I've been saying this since the beginning, guys. I've been manifesting this since the beginning. I said I was getting married. I say that every week. I've said that for 3 years straight. As a confirmation to remind myself this is what I'm doing. Don't forget what you're doing here. Right? And, it's like, well, that's impossible. Look at me. Nobody's going to marry me. Look at me. It doesn't matter. I'm getting married. I'm married. Really, I am. These guys. Holy shit. It's not like I'm getting. It's like, which one is going to make it official? Realistically, we were married in other lives. We were in a total, holy fucking union. But that's what it is. It wasn't like I'm preparing for marriage. I'm finding a guy I'm dating with intent to marry. So no, I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I've said this every fucking week. Seriously? Yeah, even when I don't want to. I say I'm getting married. Damn it, I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. It's just it. And then you're like, and that's my battle, where I just don't want to. I don't even want this anymore. It's too late now. And that's not true. It's what you really want. And that's just really what it is. Are you fighting for something that a vision put in your heart that you've always been fighting for? Or are you just fighting because your mind won't give up? Really? Yeah, that's why it was so funny. I was like, I've been saying I wanted to get married and nothing less. And then all of a sudden I was like, absolutely not. I mean, I say that every Monday. Fuck you, I don't want to get married. But when I totally switched my approach, then it looked a little sketch. Hey, this is the way to marriage for me. I just want to show you that before this card and that guy, it's all good. If you let go of control, you'll be in a place of abundance and come into union. Stop trying to have it your way, Mr. King of Wands. My way or the highway. And that's what they said earlier in the Temperance card, is extremes. Sagittarius are known for their extremes. And that's where it is. We either give you all or none. We either love you or don't even bother with you. We don't even care to hate you. Don't make us, though. And that's just it. That's why the Temperance card is the starting card of Sagittarius, because we'd be losing our tempers. Not very balanced in that. That's okay. Just know what you're dealing with. It's a personality trait. You better stay away from all people born under this sun sign. If that's something that triggers you, which means you're pretty much avoiding the earth. You don't know who's a Sagittarius. You might fall in love with someone you didn't know. They told you they were Capricorn and didn't know when their birthday was, and now you realize they have all these traits that you thought you swore you were never going to date another Sagittarius. You're running around thinking you're in love with Capricorn, and you're getting Sagittarius out. You remind me of somebody. Yep. They lied to you. They told you they were 23 and they're actually fucking 35. I don't lie about my age. I find it so much more intriguing to tell you the truth. You're 42. I'm about to be 43. Isn't that amazing? Jeez, I can't believe I made it this long. I'm going to live till 99. How long are you here for? I don't know. Well, let's see. Realistically, nobody does but me. Mr. Plum said he had a vision of it. He knew. He said he had the same vision over and over. So he knew. I just confirmed what he had already known. He just wasn't sure if that was true. And once I told him it was true, when two minds come together, it's going to be true. I sent him a video today, actually. I watched this video. I posted it in my community page. It was talking about 25 dishes that they made, I don't know. It was the poor days for sure. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, my mom fed me all that shit. And I did not know how she made, I said it in a video. I was like, I did not know how she made her chicken and dumplings. I watched her do it a million times, but I just didn't know what she was putting in there. I thought I missed a spot. And then I didn't know how she made the fried rice. She used to make this chicken fried rice, and they showed the whole thing. Really? Yeah. So I sent that to Mr. Plum, and he's like, man, my mom too. I was like, this reminded me of my mom, which is like him, and your family. I was like, dude, this is so real. And so I reached out to him today. He'll be around for the big 1-0. 1-0-0. I don't know. That was a loaded conversation. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta pull the shotgun and blow the shit off. You gotta burn that motherfucker down. And the essence is like, I've had enough of you. I've had enough of your lies. We're gonna see what the truth is right now. Really? Who? Me? No, somebody else can look into you. I have better things to look into than you. I'm not trying to figure you out. I'm trying to figure me out. And you just come around and start messing with me. Really? Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. I had nothing to do with that fucking staff member that was jerking off to her. But her fucking reactions made me feel like I had to do something because I felt sorry for her. I was fine. I was just partially upset about the stalker until she said he was trying to get her in his truck. She's fucking instigating, bro. I've had enough. And then she literally said that she completely told me to my face that she reenacted my date night to the details that I told. She went extra, actually. She's like, yeah, and at the end of the night, he gave me a kiss. And I had told her how I noticed that we weren't kissing. We weren't that intimate. And so she had to put the extra on it. All right, extra bitch. I'm going to go tell everyone about it. Are you really leaving the fucking building to go do dates, or you're over here lying to my face to sound cool? Either one are fucked off. What's better, that you're a real ass hoe, or that you're a lying ass hoe? Which one? Are you a hoe? Is you is or is you ain't? At least I'm honest about mine, and that's what happened. Everybody knew I was going out to fuck that night. Somehow I came home to a popped tire. Can we look at that camera? I'm still waiting for that footage. Can somebody tell me who did that bullshit? Seriously, though. This is some bullshit, isn't it, though? Yeah, fucking bullshit. I can't wait for the new owners to come in. I'm giving them my channel. Are you? I swear to God, bro. Why shouldn't I? I'm not protecting these people, bro. Fuck these people. Fuck these people, bro. These people aren't protecting me. These people don't give a shit about fucking humanity or respect for life, bro. None of them. Down to the fucking staff, to all of that shit, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. You don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. Everybody say it. I don't give a fuck. When you have no more fucks to give, dude, and you're just like, fuck it. Every fucking time, dude, I'm gonna fucking, everything that goes on here, you fucking tell them. I'm telling somebody else to deal with it. Do your job. This ain't my job. I just live here. This ain't my job. Why can't I have a cigarette out in the porch without fucking constant drama? Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Really? It's not my job. My job is to heal myself and show others my healing journey. All this other shit, that's not my job. I'm not fighting your battles. I'm here to lead you into your own battles, and you can fight your own. I'm not here to fight your battles for you, you pussy-ass bitch. Stupid ass. And realistically, she didn't tell nobody. And she's probably lying. That's what I said. If you looked at her, you wouldn't think that people are coming on to her. You'd think that she's coming on to you. Realistically, yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. She'd be all extra fucking lying and shit. Fucking lying ass bitch. I can't stand a liar. And that's what I said. I can't stand a liar. And what did they bring me? Fucking liar. Why can't I stand a liar? Because I'll believe you. I'll believe your bullshit for a while. But you didn't have to lie to me. You could have just told me the truth and I wouldn't even care. That's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off about a liar. I know that you gotta lie to them because they can't take what you're gonna say. But you don't gotta lie to me. I'm gonna laugh. Okay, I might tell somebody your secret. I might not put your name on it. But, I mean, realistically, like, what are you lying for? The truth is so much better. It's so much savory. It's so much more plentiful. Why are you lying about what you did last weekend? Like, why did you, going back to her. Did she lie or did she tell the truth? Is she really going out on dates? And that's it. That's worse, dude. Well, this is way more juicy. That means you're leaving your kid. This just got real juicy here. In the sense of, you know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing? We know she leaves them to come down and smoke cigarettes. Does she leave the building when they're asleep? And yet she sits here and she talks about all the people that do. And she claims she does, or did. Did she make that claim to sound cool, or did she let her mask slip? And that goes back to Russ. What's happening here? Did you have a bad childhood or you didn't? And as I tell you, I see it in her. Did you have a bad childhood or you didn't? Are you a victim of fucking trauma or you're not? And that's the difference. I told you that. It's like, no. That's the whole magic about Bobby. As my trauma doesn't exist with him. It's never. Everybody else, no. I can't do this. I don't feel safe. That's the whole point. I never felt safe, but for some reason I feel safe with him. So then I can let this part of me out. No, she was acting like, you know what I mean? She was feeding off of my channel and feeding off my stories and pretending like, she's a fucking holy grail and she's been through mutilation like me, but yet she's out there popping her pussy for fucking Starbucks and chocolate milk. Really? Yeah? I said this months ago. I questioned where she was getting her money from. And then, you know what I mean? You catch me in a vulnerable place and you want to be my friend and lie to me and you know what I mean? Manipulate me and tell me all this shit while I'm just sitting there. Like a whole child, you know what I mean? Just a fucking stealing candy from a baby. What a sicko, isn't she, though? That's the type of girl that you'd better stay away from, bro. That's the type of girl everyone should stay away from. That's that, here it is. Princess of, Swords. I'm seeing it in my head. Or is it Pentacles? I think it's Swords. No, it's Cups. Let's see. Princess is also telling you that you're masking unresolved child issues or repressing emotions with drugs, alcohol, or sex addiction, overeating, anorexia, bulimia. If this is true, she warns that unless you deal with the underlying issue, it'll gradually destroy you. The time has come to get help. The Princess of Cups is insecure, psychologically immature, over-emotional, and unable to form real relationships, confusing love and sex. And that's it. You're an unhealed version of myself, bro. And that's what God keeps bringing me. Why? So I can face it in you and heal it in me. Because that part of me no longer lives. It just hurts. He or she is damaged and deeply wounded, perhaps abuse in childhood or hurt later in life relationships, and incapable of giving or receiving love in consequence. And that's where it is. I've been working on this for 3 years. You're just out there giving sex. He or she may dabble in spiritual matters without any real commitment, and that's what I said. She supposedly reads natal charts and knows the cards. Is suspicious of everyone and is prone to fits of depression. Or is that you? See what I mean? That's your card, bitch. That was a long journey. Meaning I've dealt with this woman for a long time before we had to cut this off. I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot about myself through you. Through you, I was able to face a lot of myself, but you are no longer needed. I don't need you anymore. I don't need an unhealed version of myself around me to point out the unhealed versions of myself. Thank you. Your service is no longer needed. Please exit to the left. I'm healing a different area of my life. I need another person to reflect a different area of my life, not you. No matter what, bro, I'm facing mirrors for the rest of my life. Smoke and mirrors, bro. I'm sitting here with this disassociated amnesia, right? What about other people? What about the people that never get their memory back? Can they just go on living their life without the memories? Or does it always come back to haunt them as they're trying to live their life? As I said that, it's like memories always come to haunt no matter who they are. So that's the truth, but it's like, there's something to think of. Damn, is there some way to stop this? But not really, because then I would just have fragmented pieces of me in time. I don't really want to stop it. It's just like, this is obnoxious. I'm going to spend the rest of my life looking back at the terrors of my life and repairing them one at a time. I don't need anybody to push my buttons. God brings in, you know what I mean? He's got enough of this for me. I don't need anybody lighting fires underneath me. And that's what she was doing. She was instigating it. She was making it worse. It was a fucking rust situation. You know what I mean? You're pushing it. You're pushing me. You're not just enjoying me healing. You're trying to push something out of me. You're trying to get a rise. You're trying to see it. That's what she did. Are you ready for Friday's shadows? I'm about to shadow bomb the shit out of you. You better hope Callie gets to you before I do. And that's, you know what I mean? You're going to get the goddess Callie if you don't get the director Callie. And I'm going to cut your fucking head off for all the lies and bullshit you're telling here. I'm going to fucking completely humiliate you if I see you in public. This is one of those, it's on sight. And that's why I left sight and I came up here, because I was losing sight of God. You better hope to God that Jesus comes between us. Because you had no fucking compassion or understanding for the actual traumas that I endure and what I face. You had no fucking problem pushing my fucking buttons. Bitch, I'll come push your buttons, and we'll see if you ever leave that fucking room. We'll see if you spend another night in this building. Don't you fuck with me. You don't fuck with hurting people. Do you understand me? And that's what it is. Going back to Bobby. You enjoy fucking the crazy girl? Are you playing games with the crazy girl? You better be fucking glad I'm not crazy. Because that would make you a terrible person. Is that the truth? Is that what you tell your wife? You told your wife you cheated on her with a fucking lunatic, a homeless lunatic? Is that your reality? Is that what makes you feel warm at night? Or do you tell her that you fell in love with the goddess of hell, who's currently trying to get people out of hell, including yourself? It's your narrative, whatever you tell. But just know that when you tell people that I'm crazy, it makes you look more pathetic than me. And when they come over and they see that I'm not, they definitely question your sanity. Because I'm obvious. I'm obviously not crazy. I'm obviously hurt and healing. You are a fucking lunatic. All of you are, on your great meds. God just keeps bringing me fucking lunatics. Again, as the goddess of hell, I'm the only person in this god green earth that will show a fucking lunatic like you, a sinner like you, love, compassion, understanding, and forgiveness. And I teach those at the highest fucking levels to have that same feeling for scum like you. Tell me why we shouldn't take away your babies and put you in a mental institution. What they wished for me, why they shouldn't do it to you? Tell me. You want to plead to God or you want to plead to the system? One CPS call, bro, and they're not coming home. You know you're faulty, bro. You are not me. And that goes to the rest of you that are playing great parents, bro. Quit playing. You're the ones that are seeing psychiatrists and taking fucking medications, dude. You guys have habitual fucking addictions and poor behaviors. I document 5 hours of my life every single day, and I don't fucking change. The rest of the 5 hours are fucking on camera. All over this building. I don't fucking pretend to be anything that I'm not. Know that. Going back to crazy. I'll fucking show you crazy. Let me hold up this mirror. Fucking lunatics. I was crazy. The only time I ever feel like I'm crazy is when I trust a person out here. That's that Saturday. What the fuck was I thinking, being friends or getting close to a person like you? But then I'm not mad, because you work so hard to make me believe something, and everybody else believes it. I just happen to realize the truth. I just happen to catch the fucking tear in the fabric of time and see your mask fall. The only time I think I'm crazy is for liking you people. But then I realized you tried so hard to make me like you. You worked so hard that I can't be mad at me. Bravo. That was a good show, bro. You had me convinced that you were something. No, I'll take my feelings and I'll move on now. Go watch another show. A better show with a happy ending. It's what it is. I don't know what to label this video other than I'm done. I'm done. And realistically, I'm sending it directly to her so she knows and she can sit there in her paranoia and her drug use and question every one of her life's fucking decisions. Maybe take her fucking ass back to fucking Connecticut. Fucking cunt. You fucked with the wrong one, bro. Did you think you would get away with it? Keep antagonizing us over here. Are you a liar? That's the question. No, I made that up. What else did you make up, Diana? That's the question. Did you leave the building? You told her that you left the building the other night to go on a date. Is that true? No, I lied to her. Why are you lying to her? What else did you lie to her about? When you told her that that man came to get in your truck, or you asked you to get in the truck, did you lie about that? What else did you tell her that was a lie? Why did you lie to her and tell her that you went on a date? Why? Or was it the truth? And is this the first time? Because if you just did it once, that was one and done. Maybe you get a warning. But I don't think that that's the thing. You felt comfortable enough to ditch your kids here and go on a date in the middle of the night. How long were you gone? Interesting, huh? Bobby and I went home to our kids. Yeah, there's something going on here. And it has nothing to do with me. I just get caught up with it. I really don't, guys. I don't wave at people. I don't say, hey, come over here. I just sit there. I just sit in places all alone by myself. And they come to me. Especially her. People just come up. I wasn't doing nothing this weekend. I was just there. And I looked up and they're fighting in their car. I don't ask for trouble. Life is just trouble. And I'm just here to witness it, bro. And tell the story of how it made me feel. I see some shit that nobody else should have to see, but I teach you how to see it in Jesus' way. I tell you how I feel about what I'm seeing, but I tell you what the higher spirit says how to look at it. And that's the, you know what I mean, the transmutation. That's bringing light to any dark situation. It's not enjoyable, bro. But to say that if I wasn't, you know what I mean, if I was in high society, I wouldn't see the same bullshit. You think I wouldn't see the truth up there as I do down here? Probably worse things. We don't know what they're hiding. You never know what people are hiding. And that's all it is the truth comes around me, bro. It just, everything comes to the light around me. And I'm shocked and I'm appalled and I'm angry and I'm disgusted and I wish I didn't have to be anywhere near any of these things. And yet, I have to take all of these awful fucking, you know, feelings and alchemize them into this was an okay experience, and I know why God gave me this experience so that I could learn something very important from this experience, and I'm grateful for this experience. At this point, I feel like he has me, you know what I mean? Like I'm in a big old fucking manure pile, and I'm just scooping it up, like I'm just picking up shit. Really? At least it's horse shit, so it doesn't, you know, bother me as much. But I feel like I'm in a big old pile of horse shit. Cow shit's worse. Horse shit's not too bad. I can pick this up. But yeah, I'm just sitting here scooping up shit. Really? Yeah. Yes. Oh no, that was my day. Pretty much. What'd you do today? I mean, I said I wasn't going to, but after I got off the phone, I violently cleaned the room. And it's so perfect right now. Just for a little while till these kids come home and start throwing their backpacks, taking off their socks. My daughter will change her clothes 4 times tonight. My son will throw every wrapper he opens wherever the fuck, leave it on every counter. And that's after 6 different cups of drinks. Because he'll finish a cup and then go get another cup and another drink instead of taking the same cup back to the sink to refill it. My daughter tends to do that too. Then she likes to eat chips in the bathroom while she's dancing. Why the fuck are you eating in the bathroom? That is the most inappropriate place to eat. Yeah, a lot of stuff goes on. But for right now, it's nice and quiet and clean. You can't keep your peace all the time, but you gotta find a way to keep it peaceful. And that's just it. There's a lot. That was a lot, right? A lot happened. And then, yet, nothing happened. It was a burst of, you know what I mean, insight that makes you take action. And then you sit with it after it's all out, then you just sit with, okay, now it's done. Now I can calm back down, and what's next? And that's where it is you only take action on the stuff that you know. And that's where I was in that video. I was like, she's pissing me off. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to tell on her. Let them deal with it. Because that's where it was going to be. Did you lie to me? So then you left your kids. And I was going to end up interrogating her about this shit when I saw her on site. Instead, I don't feel like I have to. Why? Well, first off, I'm going to send her this video before I see her fucking ass. And second, let somebody else ask her the important questions. Because they're important questions. They're important questions. That's what happens when you're a liar. You get caught up in your lies. You can't keep your lies together. And once you've got caught in one lie, nobody believes anything you say now. If you say that you lied and you didn't go out, then why should I believe anything else you said? Why did you just make up a story and tell me just a make-up story? To sound cool. What else have you been trying to sound cool about? You want to sit down and tell me every lie you told me? Probably not, because you're a fucking liar! What happened with me and Bobby? I caught him in a lie. Caught him in a lie. And he called me crazy. And we were done. It was that simple. I caught him in a lie. I asked him, why did you do that? He said, because of you. It's like, no, I didn't do that. So are you mixing up your stories, or you're mixing up your women? He said, thanks for showing me that you're crazy. Oh, now I know you're crazy. Thanks. Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. That's not what happened. And that's it. He could have just told me the truth. Instead, he made up a lie. I'm not going to go into the detail of what we argued about. But I asked him. Something happened during sex, and I asked him. He said, no, that's not what happened. And he accused a sex act that I wasn't doing. I was like, that wasn't me. And he said I was being crazy. So then he was caught. I didn't care if you mixed up the girls and you thought that I was writing. I don't care about that. I asked about this, and you lied. And then when I asked you if you were confused, you called me crazy. I don't trust liars. Because if you lied about this, what else are you fucking lying about? Obviously he's a liar. How else could he leave the house to come see me? He has to be making up lies. And then you run around thinking that, no, but they'll never lie to me. And that's where you got to realize, if they cheat on them, they'll cheat on you. If they lie to them, they'll lie to you. Anything they do with them, they'll do to you, because this is supposedly the woman he loves. I'm just a woman that he's messing with, so why would I expect he's going to treat me any better than her? Well, look at how he treats her. So why would I want anything more? And that's all that happened. You got caught in a lie. And what do? Run away? Well, that's nice. No. Call me crazy and run away. That's the pure sign of a narcissist. Okay. Whatever. What did Nicki Minaj do? She said somebody stole her phone. She couldn't just tell the truth that I had a bad day and I got a little crazy. I would have said something stupid. I'd have been truthful. I was drinking all day and I lost my cool. People was egging me on. Why can't you just be honest? Why can't you just be fucking honest? What's so wrong with people, bro? Such pussy ass people, bro. Make up anything, dude, just to sound cool, just to get out, you just talk. I could almost be hopeless right now and say that there's nothing true out here, but that's not true. I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking ugly people, but I remember, I'm looking at Bri, I remember there's good people outside of you. There's good people outside of you. You can't make me believe that there's not good people. I'm not going to use you as an example to what people are. And yeah, there's a great deal of you fucking people, but you people don't matter. It's the good people that matter. I'm not gonna waste my time on how many people are a liar. I'm gonna ponder how many truthful people there are out there, because that gives me a better feeling. Instead of thinking about how many liars there are, I'm gonna think about how many truthful people there really are. Because there are people that tell the truth. They're not scared. Not like you. They have nothing to lose. They don't care about fucking pleasing somebody with a fucking sugar-coated lie. Why? Because they, just like me, they find the truth so much more entertaining. Oh, you're gonna love this. You wanna know? I'll tell you. For sure. You wanna know the truth? As the Oracle, I'll tell you. You're not supposed to tell them they're doomed. Bitch, you're doomed. You're doomed. So says who? God. You're doomed. In essence. Going back to it, she's doomed. Really? Yeah. The mask came off real hard on this one. I'm gonna move on with my happy little day now. We'll do a reading later when the energy shifts. I'm sure it'll shift. There's some shifty shit. Love you. Later. Bye-bye.